Hello everybody, hope you're doing fantastically well, and you are back here with Connor, and I'm basically here to say thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. Yeah, the news broke today that I had 10,000. I was doing bits and bats with regards to the channel, trying to get other things sorted as well. It's not obviously just the YouTube lark, it's stuff affiliated with the channel that you're trying to get together. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to all of you guys who've supported me. Shock horror, there was a technical issue on the live stream that we've just done, so I'm just going to give you a little bit of an update, a little bit of a player profile on Louis Sibley, which I know you guys are here for, and yeah, I'm just going to talk about Llorente, I'm just going to talk about Liam Cooper. So, Liam and Llorente, we're absolutely gutted, aren't we? Two of our centre-backs out. Llorente, we've not seen him so far, which I guess is a positive in a sense, because it's 3 weeks that he's supposed to be out. He's been on the touchline anyway, he's not got ahead of Robin or Liam Cooper, so that's sort of a good thing, because that's not a good thing, but what I'm saying is it's not a bad thing, because we've not seen him in Leeds colours yet, so it's not going to affect us that much. Whereas Liam Cooper, Captain Coops, he's been a key figurehead in our campaigns under Marcelo Bielsa, so there's a bit of an issue with Cooper for me. I don't know whether or not we just need to give him a little bit of time to get fit, but I think there's just in his 2 years under Bielsa, it's been a lot of injuries, a lot of soft tissue, hard tissue injuries, and I don't know whether or not he just needs a little bit of time to get back. This system that we play under Marcelo Bielsa is so heavy, it's so fine-tuned that it's difficult for someone like Liam Cooper to be able to do that, to be able to then go away with Scotland, and I think just generally for the Leeds team, it's a very arduous task, so yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult for him to sort of keep up that pace. And I think we've seen that even with Llorente. You know, he's only been here a short amount of time, and already, you know, he's picking up an injury. That's not affiliated with Leeds United, but you don't know whether or not it's because he's gone from such a workload up here. Same with Liam, and then he's maybe going to his international side, and as mad as it seems, the workload sort of reduces. You see that a lot, especially with soft tissue injuries. So that's going to be really interesting to keep an eye out. Am I that worried? No, I'm not that worried because, you know, you've got Robin who's there. I think he's a brilliant player. Pascal Struijk as well. Did they have the greatest game together? No, of course they didn't at Liverpool. I thought they were unlucky. I really did. I thought Pascal had a brilliant game, and I thought he was actually unlucky to miss out in the next game. And so I thought it was strange how we've not seen him since, to be honest, because I thought knowing Bielsa would have enabled him to keep his place. But that didn't happen. He's been on the sideline, but I'm more than happy with him coming in as a centre-back replacement. Another big factor of that is that you've got a left footer and a right footer still. Pascal Struijk, we spoke about at the start of the season, the importance under Marcelo Bielsa because of the expansive, open style of play we play. It's pivotal that we have a centre-back who's a left footer, a centre-back who's a right footer, who's able to get the ball on the front foot and move forward, not be maybe opening the body, receiving it on the weak foot and getting caught out with that counter press that other teams seem to deploy against Leeds United. So it's very good that we've got a left footer, extremely good that we've got a right footer, and I think that cohesive partnership will be being worked on by Marcelo Bielsa. And you know, you're asking me, well, Connor, Liam might be fit. For me, you've just got to give him a little bit of time out. I think so. I really do. I think he's struggling at the minute in terms of staying fit for a long period of time. And I don't know why, what the reason is behind that, but there clearly is a little bit of reasoning behind it, whatever that may be. So I know he's Captain Coops, but just give the captaincy over to Ayling for the time being, or whoever it may be, Stuart Dallas, Calvin Phillips, whoever. And I'd give Coops that time to recover, that time to recuperate, and I think that's absolutely key, just in terms of his long-term development and his long-term sort of availability for Leeds United, which we know, you know, short-term pain, long-term gain, as they coined the phrase. So I think that's really, really important. Now, with regards to Louis Sibley, the player profile, why does Bielsa want to sign him? Well, he's versatile, and that is the key asset of anything that we speak about on this channel with regards to Marcelo Bielsa. It's versatility. Where can he play? Defensive midfield, he can play in the 8, the 6, wherever. Can play in the 4, if you want to call that a midfield position. Play out on the wing. He's played out wide for Derby as well, and he seems to be their key man at such a young age. Reminds me of the responsibility we used to put on Johnny Howson in terms of that midfield presence, that creative spark, but also that defensive spark. A little bit box to box, and I really like him. Really like him. Towards the back end of the season, he started to feature a lot with Max Bird and the youth that was coming through at Derby at that moment in time, which I do like what Philip Cocu's done in terms of bringing through that youth from the Derby County Telegraph, I believe it is, or the Times, I can't remember what it is, but a Derby County source was essentially saying that Leeds is interested. There are foundations with it. You know, there are foundations with what we're discussing in terms of value. Will Leeds meet that value? A 10 to 15 million pound value? I think it's very high. I think it's very high for an unproven youngster, and we've got so many kids within our academy, right now who are going to make that step up. Is he going to be the next one? I don't know. For me, I don't know. Just in terms of, I know that Louis Sibley's absolutely quality, and he showed it, and he's got that spark, that little bit of genius, that creativity, that playmaker role. But is he going to get into this starting lineup at Ellen Road? I don't know. I mean, I would probably say no, just in terms of, I think we've got a lot that are going to be able to make that step up, and we've spoken about a 10 before. Someone like Joe Gelhard for me could play in that 10 as a replacement, so I don't really see where he fits in. Maybe in terms of long-term, maybe in a view of long-term sustainability for the squad. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like a lot of money to be shelling out when Leeds have been very shrewd with our market in this window, and if they're asking for that price, which they should do, he's Derby's prize cow. It's what Norwich are going to be asking for Cantwell. The difference is Cantwell has proved it at the Premier League level, whereas you're not going to get that with Louis Sibley. He's not going to be in the Premier League anytime soon with Derby County. Apologies, Derby County fans, but that's the real truth. So yeah, I don't really know with this one. It's an interesting one. But, if you to give me, who would you have, Todd Cantwell or Louis Sibley? It would be Todd Cantwell. Cantwell's still really young. A lot of ability to improve, which I think is the key facet of what Bielsa wants. Similarly to Louis Sibley, but I think he's going to be transitioning into this Leeds United side much, much quicker than someone like Louis Sibley for me. So I think Todd Cantwell, my eggs will be in that basket, but we don't know. So that's it, guys, really. I wanted to just show this off as well. We've now got the sweatshirts, the Cruise sweatshirts in stock on Teespring. Link is in the description below. A lot of you were asking me for the merchandise, so that is released now. Once again, it's a really nice fit, nice navy colour as well. So I'll probably be wearing this a lot. It's the winter clothes as well. We've got a hoodie on there. We've got crew tops as well, crew jumpers, should I say. So go check them out. Really good quality. We've made sure they're premium and not just tat and rubbish. So yeah, if you fancy supporting the channel, if you fancy getting yourself one of these, make sure you do. A little bit of detail here, which is, it's all about one community, one family, one city, one Leeds, which is the mantra I want to get out. This is a community channel, a community of 10,000. So thank you once again for your strong support. If you want to join the Discord, the Fantasy Premier League, that's all free. We've got extra episodes on the Patreon as well. Any donations to PayPal go straight into the channel. So thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you in a bit.